This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Chicago Bears and the Green Bay Packers. No two NFL teams have played more often than the Bears and Packers, and we're underway from Lambeau. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready.
They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Whip. And he fires one that's intercepted. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around. He's got a man, complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 45 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
On first down, Whip locates Mooney on the out route. So he stopped for no gain, and it'll be second down. Those defense for the Packers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beating them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 19. A good pickup there, a 22. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Mike Gesicki, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. on first down. Davidson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to lead the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's going to have the Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. He's going to have the hook up to Schwartz. And he is going to lose yardage here. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. The Packers at 8-1 on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jaquan Brisker. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
First down, here's the run to Montgomery. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. Second and 10. Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Chase Young in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. Jonah Jackson, former third-round pick, the guilty party. So following the holding call, what can they do here on third and long? Back to throw. Whip. And bringing it in, it's Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 24 on the play. And that's going to make it fourth down. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. This is fielded at the 7. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Packer drive will start from deep in their own territory with a first and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. These two teams, you might recall, met up back in September in Week 3. And it was the Packers who won that game on the road, so they'll be trying to win the season series here at home in Lambeau. Off-play action. Davidson. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. These two teams all tied after one. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. On 1st and 10, Davidson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Davidson back in the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
And his kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. Was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Throwing to start the drive. Whip. He's got a man complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It's a gain of 35.
A lot of running backs in the passing game, they're just used to check it down to them or maybe dump off passes. But this guy, they use him to stretch the field, don't they?
He stretched it right there, turned it into a really nice game. Let's go. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Montgomery. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call that.
And this is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 38 yards as they have taken the lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to.
And that's caught inside the 30. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Operating from the gun, Davidson throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
At the 7-yard line.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Anthony Schwartz from 8 yards out. And the Packers are able to move back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Okay, ready?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. Whip. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. Touchdown! Mike Gesicki, his second touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season, as his guys have now moved out in front. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and that will make this a 4-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick-6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt, Charles, with that pick-6.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. And they'll run on the inside handoff. 7 yards there and a first down. Off the play fake. Davidson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And I think the Bears have recovered. They have.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect
him. No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
On second down, Montgomery. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try to make some plays in their backfield.
Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 4th down. McCann's kick up and good. And that will extend their lead even further. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores. Throwing to start the drive, Davidson. And he whips that one incomplete there.
So they look like maybe his 3rd or his 4th read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Operating from the gun, Davidson. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. On first down, Davidson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to take another shot here. And incomplete on the deep ball. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. They'll look to throw again. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
A final shot before break. Witt on the slant. He's got Davis. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And this will be called officially a 66-yard attempt. McCann's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter from the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Here's a handoff out of the gun. They find some open field here. And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing on first down, Davidson. And this one is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit. Even for those big tight ends who you would think can absorb that contact.
Now here's a throw that's complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Off play action. Davidson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Oh, he left that one in a bad spot, but fortunately it's just an incompletion and not picked to bring up fourth down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On fourth down, Davidson. Hunter Henry brings it in. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one. So they convert on fourth, and now from just outside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3. At the Bears' 25-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I'm sure there was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And he's going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. they send a man in motion right. Looking to throw. Davidson.
A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Coaches talk about it all the time. Players talk about it as well. Excellent job staying disciplined in coverage and making that stop. Inside the red zone, every stop like that could be preventing a possible touchdown.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. Dillon will take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw. Witt. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Green Bay, Wisconsin is the spot. 3rd quarter inside Lambeau. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down.
I thought that was a good call. Passing situation on 2nd down. They hit him with the draw instead and pick up nice yardage.
Yeah, because the draw, they're thinking pass when they see that initially defensively, right?
But you know, in today's NFL, most of the time on 2nd and long, when it's a passing situation, pass rushers are...
He's got a man complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the 2nd half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Let's go. Steal. Check, steal. Ready.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away.
from the 6. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They go play action here on first down. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown.
And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. And as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fielded right around the 8. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Throwing after the interception, Davidson. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Operating from the gun, Davidson. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And he's got room. 36 yards on the play. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Operating from the gun, Davidson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. To throw on second down, Davidson. Looking left side, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
They'll try again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line.
Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Here we go on 4th down. And this time he is in. A great play there.
His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Packers' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
They'll look to throw. He's got it. So they convert the 2 that keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Taken in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field.
Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Looking to throw. Whip. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. That'll give him 8 that time, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 26-yard line.
Ready. Let's go. Go set.
Back to throw. Whip. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
On third down, Whip. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. On first and 10, Davidson. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. On first down, Davidson. And my goodness, another interception. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back early in the game when he threw a second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. Down to the 25. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Looking to throw. Whip. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for second and 23. Forced out to his left. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. 27 yards. And the Bears are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
flag comes in. This might be a free play. He finds his man, complete. It's McLaughlin. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. They knew they had the free play after the penalty. They get great yardage, so they can decline that penalty.
And one of the things we've seen develop more and more in recent years are teams seeing that penalty occur and still taking the big shot downfield and hoping to gain the yardage as we just saw there. They practice it, they work on it, and this time they're successful.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
To throw again, Davidson. He's got Tunyon complete over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Back to throw. Davidson. Touchdown, Packers. Robert Tunyon from 13 yards out, and the Packers get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll try and run it here. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Taken in at the 3. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
Their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on 2nd down. And with inside of 10 seconds, 8 to be precise, we get whistles and a timeout on the field. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just...
Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. And the Packers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think